On my way in the morning, my mind is always racing. I quiet it because I do a meditation in the morning. I listen to music, and I just prepare my spirit to be the best that it can be. Because I already know that I don't really know what I'm walking into. That I'm sure of. I'm sure that I don't know what to expect when I hit the floor.
A nurse is supportive. We draw the labs. We are the patient care assistant. We're getting them out of bed. We're physical therapy if they're not around. We're occupational therapy. We're speech therapy. Sometimes we're the family that can't be at bedside. A nurse is educated, compassionate, empathetic, and human.
You don't know when you're going to pee. You don't know when you're going to eat. Your patient comes before you. And sometimes your team also comes before you, because if there's somebody crashing and coding, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to lunch. Bye. I'll see you in 20 minutes. You got this. No, you're going to jump in. You're going to help.
In my unit, there's no such thing as your nursing assistant, your nurse manager. We're all one.
We're a surgical trauma ICU. We deal with anything from liver transplants, kidney transplants, surgical cases, gallbladder, thyroidectomies. So we do laryngectomies. So here, there's a lot of radical changes for people who have those types of surgeries.
Temple is located right on Broad Street, smack dab in the middle of North Philly. This community is not the most well-off, unfortunately. We see a lot of gunshots, a lot of assaults, a lot of stabbings. And so because of that, they usually just get shipped straight to us.
It's a trauma unit, and we see people come in, and the hard days are when there's really nothing else that can be done. You know, and the family they've just been told that their young child, that they're just not going to go home with them anymore. Those days when we've done every single thing possible that can be done, and it's just nothing else to do.
You're dealing with family that are, grieving, and it's shock, and can be just very emotionally draining. You get numb.
You kind of just have no other choice but to come together. You may be having a bad day, but I guarantee you the person in the bed is probably having a lot worse day than you actually are.
Her ex-boyfriend's mother came to my front door and knocked on the door and said that they were in an accident, her and her boyfriend, and that we had to go to Philadelphia to get them. When we got here, that was not the case. They kept saying the OR, and I kept saying, no, she's in the ER. And they're like, no, she's in the OR. And then they came in and they told us they had to remove part of her skull, and that everything looked pretty good. And then a couple hours later, they came in and they said they had to do it over. And I was in a panic because I didn't know if that was the right thing to do. And then my husband stepped in and just said, we're signing the papers. You got to do what you have to do to save our kid. My daughter was full of life. They all know that I said that she came in as the sun. I didn't want to go home with the moon. Obviously, I didn't want to lose my kid, but I didn't want her to come out. Not her.
Her mom's like, oh, can she hear me? Can she hear me? And she's sedated. And I said, yeah, hearing is one of the last things to go. They can always hear. There's been so much research that says they can hear you.
We didn't know if she would make it. Allie was my night nurse. And I probably called her the first night 6 times, maybe 7, I don't remember.
It was heart-wrenching to see her family have to go through so much when we just didn't know. They couldn't give her the answers that she wanted because no one knew.
Could you say good morning again?
So I've seen miracles, man, right? I've seen a patient come in here, shot 19 times and walk out, right? Like those are the good days for us.
So I progressed. I could walk, I could talk, I could eat food. I felt very protected.
It has to come from within. You have to care about people to be a nurse. You have to want to help heal people, help get them better.
This is a special group. I even call them the team building group because all of us are on the same level. So that's why I love my unit, because our attending, when they make rounds or they want something to know about the patient, they won't hesitate to approach my nurses. We respect each other, we help each other, and everybody has their own role.
What's kept me here for 20 years is the relationships that I have developed with my coworkers. There are days when it's just stressful. We all kind of pull together because the unit then becomes somber for everybody. And you just try to support each other through it. It's like a mini family is what it is.
So the mother is still calling us, and she promised us that when Haley can walk, she will tell her daughter to walk to our unit, and she did.
You really see a lot of things up here. You see a lot of traumatic events, but like in Haley's situation, you see people get better as well. After a long, hard day, if you can kind of think of those moments, it makes the drive home a little bit easier.
I'm grateful for my family, my friends. I'm grateful for the hospital that saved me. I'm grateful for everybody.